Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'd like to share a special message of gratitude to my new doctor and a nurse at FNOM Hotel, the Neuromuscular Center, though they may never see this video. Even though I have only a few visits with them so far, as someone who struggles with the unknown and has experienced repeated medical trauma in childhood, their approach has made all the difference, and the impact of their approach extends beyond the walls of the doctor's office. I felt safe. For the first time in years. Their compassion was more than what I've ever dared to dream of. I wanted to share this experience with you all, hoping that more people understand its significance. Firstly, they took the time to explain the exam in detail, which helped elevate my anxiety and gave me a sense of control. Their thorough explanations made me feel prepared. For instance, they would say things like, "You'll do the EMG now. This is what I'm doing it for. You'll do this and that to find out if neurogeneuropathy is causing your POTS." The only thing the doctor didn't announce ahead of time were the blood tests I had done during my last visit, likely because she decided to do them only after the tests that were already planned tested positive. She even informed me that she might be considering a lumbar puncture in the future, but is not certain yet, and she said she can make sure she'll be the one doing it, as I've already met her. I struggle with meeting new doctors. One of the most empowering things they did was offer me choices. They asked for my consent, whether it was allowing a medical student to be present or explaining the need for a specific procedure. This made me feel heard and respected, and it was a stark contrast to my previous experiences where I felt like the decisions were made for me. Is it okay if you also measure the electric activity in your muscles during the EMG using a needler? Only one. I won't do anything else. Would you like me to do it on your arm or on your leg? I struggle with saying no to things I'm not comfortable with. And in the past, I already regretted allowing doctors to do some things I wasn't ready for in the slightest, only because they didn't ask me if we can start. Agreeing to some things may be hard, but it's so much better than having no choice. They dimmed the lights so I could feel relaxed, apologized for loud noises, and created a calm and accommodating environment. This may seem like a small gesture to some, but for someone like me who struggles with sensory overload, it makes a world of difference. I'm thankful they allowed my mum to be by my side throughout the process too. Their recognitions of the importance of having a loved one nearby demonstrated their understanding of the emotional support I needed, especially considering my difficulty in verbal communication within the medical setting. During the exam with needle involved, I got overwhelmed and started crying. I wasn't able to withstand this procedure back in 2015, and I was worried the situation would be similar. They responded with utmost patience. The doctor told me that there was enough time and checked on me when I was ready. Instead of rushing me or dismissing my emotions, they allowed me the space to process my feelings and provided the reassurance I needed to continue. I felt embarrassed for crying. It wasn't for the pain, but the thought of having a needle stuck in my muscle as I flexed made me anxious. The doctor told me that she had seen men in their 50s crying, or young guys being paralyzed by their fear, and that I was being brave. Needless to say, I don't know if any of that was actually true, but as much as I love honesty, it was helpful to me. They were honest with me in a gentle and caring way. I felt like I'm allowed to be scared, and I wasn't judged or punished, neither by the nurse or the doctor. Their overall kindness and respect were evident in every interaction. They never raised their voices or belittled me. Instead, they spoke to me calmly and kindly. Their genuine warmth and empathy reminded me that I was more than just a patient. I was a person deserving of dignity. The doctor refrained from comparing my situation to others who might have had it worse, instead assuring me that our goal was to make me feel better. She told me my outfit was beautiful, like my duck-shaped bag that became my travel companion. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to Sonic Walkers. Furthermore, The doctor attentively checked on me when I felt dizzy, never rushing the process, and allowed me to lie down for comfort. She explained how the medication she was prescribing me works, as well as our ongoing plan for the future appointments. I gave her a small stone as a good luck charm, with a cute duck-eye painting for her, as noted her comments about my duck bag, and she seemed genuinely grateful. She even thanked me once more when we were leaving, and it warmed my heart. I had the privilege of meeting a few wonderful doctors in the past. I appreciate them so much because they went above and beyond to make sure they've done absolute maximum of what they could have done. But this doctor has done even more than that. She's so human. Human and woman, as the 11th doctor would say. Not only that she's very professional, she's also kind. I was very scared of her, especially before my second appointment. I couldn't sleep at all due to nightmares and was shaking before I entered her office. It's quite embarrassing to admit publicly, but I also have this irrational fear of something as harmless and as natural as freckles. And when I went to my first appointment, both the nurse and the doctor had them, which didn't help elevate my fear either. But in all seriousness, I didn't think I could go through with the appointment. I wanted to go home so bloody bad. I believe my fears stem partially from my initial distrust. When I first met her, I didn't expect her to be this lovely. I was afraid that she wouldn't provide me with the medical report, that she might change her mind about my diagnosis or even laugh at me. I felt conflicted because her behavior was something I wasn't familiar with. I remember one scene from Doctor Who, specifically the everybody listen moment from Dr. Dance's Season 2 episode on UFO. The Doctor is so used to losing everyone, he experiences similar surprise and a strange and positive feeling I'm processing now. It was nothing like I expected. But you know what? That's good. That's okay. It's absolutely fantastic. To all the doctors and healthcare providers out there, your actions matter more than you can imagine. Your kindness can change lives and make a lasting difference. Thank you for being the guiding light on our journey to healing. Remember, hate is always foolish and love is always wise. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. The 12th Doctor. Thank you for listening.